see any new members or guests. We have a secretary's report online. If there's any changes, please contact Joanne. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. Now the treasurer's report. As of June 1st, the account showed a total balance of $3,063.35, as there was no deposits or withdrawals from the month, so the balance remains $3,063.35. And here is a copy for you, my dear.
Thank you.
Okay. Now let's get to old business. Demo. We have no more information on that since they're not here.
So you're talking about what?
The demo.
Going to Woodcraft.
Woodcraft.
Whatever it
In
is.
Plano.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be getting all the information for us. They're not here today, so
Yeah, they were going, we got two meetings.
are they supposed?
Yeah, they said they'd be gone two early on.
Okay. Okay, so then I can expect something for July then. The last part of July, we should have a report and make final plans at the July meeting. Agreed?
Yep.
Hope so.
We agreed since they're doing it and they're not here. Yeah.
Okay, this is moving quite fast, but do we have any new business do we need to discuss? Nobody has any new business. So ask the experts. Does anybody have anything they want to discuss today? Oh, not only was the traffic light.
It seems like I had a question. I'll think of it later. I thought there was something.
Okay, good.
On this crappy ass sophomore year, how do you get shit to stale?
Get what?
Clear? One side's ugly and the other side's uglier. I sprayed one side and I brushed one side.
What did you use?
It's a Verithane. It's one of those disc things you get at Walmart, the craft thing. I think it said basswood. Something like a box.
Oh, you're
Not
talking about,
basswood.
you're talking about the roughness of the finish?
Every time I put stain on it, and it burnt, it sucked it in so fast.
Huh?
Flipped it over and put it on the other side, and it took like 8 or 9 times to get that much out of it. And spray clear on it, it doesn't look like it. Spray clear on it, doesn't look like it. Spray clear on it. And that side, that's like 6 coats.
Sound like that kind of stuff, it's better just use Danish oil or tongue
Probably.
oil.
Tongue
I
oil.
went back on this side and I had some in a quart can and I brushed it on it. And made one side ugly and the other side uglier.
Well, I don't think it's ugly.
No.
It's, I
And-
can
and-
understand.
Couldn't get to lay down and look shiny or.
I know, I hate it when it does that. Did you sand it in between coats of
Yeah, I
shine?
sanded it between coats. Brushed it back on and it started burping again as fast as it was drinking it.
Well, drop a container and put a whole, just dip it and let it sit there in underwater for a bit.
Go get you one of those little tin baby cups at the dollar store, and get about 6 of them for $1.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and pour your,
Pour your stuff in it, and
Pour
then
stuff in it and just to submerge it.
soak it, and when you're done, it pour it right back in out of the corner.
Then let it sit there and just see what happens. I can't say that it'll work. but-
so what kind of wood is that?
I'm not sure. One of them said, I think it said bass.
Surely not. That looks too heavy for bass.
If you bought it at Walmart,
Yeah.
right, yeah. It sucks when it comes to the stain.
I mean, if you look
Alright,
at-
it's
look at
just
these
like,
guys, furry.
it's like the Baltic plywood. You never get the same twice.
Ah, yeah, Baltic's not
And
good for
that wood
finishing.
soaks up like a sponge,
I brushed stain on it, and it looked kinda cool, and I turned around and twist and stuff, and I turned back around. It looked like I didn't do anything good, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
You know, cause I had it over
They
those
make
trays.
a sealer. I don't know, you know, they make a sealer. Some of you might know better than I do. They do make a sealer you put on it first before you stain it. I don't know
When you
if
do
it
that,
works
didn't
with that,
help.
but
I don't think that,
use
I don't like that sealer.
you know.
It didn't help. But I,
Put a cat on this, something like that.
Yeah, I have
probably that
I
at
have
Walmart is probably from Timbuktu.
They're still with that.
That, who knows?
And you know another thing,
Doesn't run.
another thing, the wood may not be old enough.
Might be dry enough.
But that basswood, it's like a sponge.
Yeah, it still looks like it could.
I use
put
boiled
more on it,
linseed
wouldn't
on
hurt
it.
nothing.
People, a lot of people don't like that.
But you don't care, that's what you use.
Now that it's
Well,
all dried and
I didn't
soaked
know
in,
it
I
did.
sand it again and spray it in, I bet you it'll be all right.
It works for me.
I mean, where the grain's really tight here, it's sealed, but out here, it's soaked in. And now that it's dried, you can probably sand it and spray it again, it might be all right.
Bobby, does it work okay if you don't stain it? Or do you still have a hard time getting a nice finish on it?
I don't like the finish, no matter how I get it.
Got it,
So I quit using it.
got it.
But I mean, somebody might be able to do it, I just don't know how.
I'm
You're
with
talking
you.
about what?
I wondered if the
On that
staining was the
basswood.
problem, or is
You
it
probably
finishing
use that
it?
basswood, don't you?
I use basswood, but I usually put boiled linseed oil in most of my paint, so it doesn't
Paint,
matter.
if you paint it, it looks better probably than trying to stain it.
But that's
Yeah, I bet, you know what, I bet you could get a brown paint,
thin it, acrylic.
sand it some, and then just put the acrylic over it.
Thin acrylic.
You know,
I do that
Water.
with jewelry a lot of times.
Since you
try-
already got
try
the
it.
stains down in the cracks, yeah, like we put a light coat of paint, but you gotta cover that bark. You don't wanna paint the bark, you know what I'm saying? You gotta cover that with tape.
There's a lot of saw work, it looks well.
Well, it's a nice looking piece.
That's why I don't use the basswood, you know.
That's the first time I've ever played with it, I was like, no.
Yeah,
And
They're
you,
expensive now, I mean,
And-
they used to be cheap, but now they're really expensive.
No,
fuzzy and.
I do.
Yeah.
Go soft.
So, David,
I'd love
you
to.
put linseed oil in your paint?
Compound
No,
cut.
I
use
just-
that wicked
After I finish
soft and easy.
carving something, I will paint
As
it
long
and
as it
seal
isn't
it.
too thin, but if it's too thick,
Okay.
once I get.
Paint it with what?
Seal it, boil linseed oil.
Linseed
super
oil.
on
Okay.
the-
okay.
on the roof.
You're painting it with linseed oil, not color.
Well, yeah.
First, okay.
And then after it dries, I'll paint it with acrylic paint.
Acrylic, yeah.
And then I'll put something over the final clear, whatever, something on it. Usually.
Okay, are we good with that?
That's what was done with these two.
So should not
I think they turned out okay.
Wait,
Do we, should we
Boil
go
linseed oil and paint, and then a spray.
Okay.
okay.
All right, and so if there's nothing else, should we go to the brag items?
Don't everybody jump up at once.
Here, I'll start.
Okay, Joanne's gonna start.
I was just looking up that.
Okay. I had an old man, and I'm telling you, old man, call me, and he says, I'm a scroller. And he said he had a friend who always said, blessed beyond measure, which that's a wonderful saying. And so he wanted, I guess, me to make a pattern. Well, I made the whole thing. And he started yelling at me, I told you I did scrolling. I just wanted the pattern. I said, well, I don't do just the patterns. But I thought, okay, calm down, Joanne. Take a picture of it and send to him. That's what I sent to him. But then I thought this turned out pretty well. And then I put Kenneth, he was the Air Force plaque in the middle of it. Because I'd already put something else and screwed up the wood for that nice man.
No appreciation there.
I said, don't call me back.
That's crazy.
Well, anyway, this is a hickory, and this is the hickory that I bought at Robinson's. And as I walked in and I was saying I had hickory, they went, Joanne, you really don't want hickory. Don't buy hickory. It was like $15 for this board. Now it's gone up since, but it's still wonderful wood, but it's real hard. So if you don't want to work with hardwood.
Also call it pecan, too.
See, and they said no, that's not right. Who knows? Who knows?
That's where Robinson told me they're all on the same pallet, just whatever you want to call it. So they can't tell the difference when it comes to supply.
Probably. Okay, then a lady the other day, she calls me when she needs a wedding gift. And this one, the lettering, one letter is fouled up, so I recut it. But I didn't finish this one. I made the other one after I cut it. So I kind of like this.
That's pretty.
But one family that was a large family in Granbury, and she's the swim teacher that teaches all the kids that some have gone to the Olympics and all. But she was from a family of 8. He was from a family of 7 or 8, with all their kids were all getting married at the same time. And I bet I've made 50 of these. They'll call me, they'll send me the information, and I meet them at the post office. They give me money, I get them the cross. They said, you are wonderful, thank you.
That's nice.
Next.
It's nice to have a repeat customer.
They quit calling, so I guess they're all married. I mean, they had 3 alone married in 1 year.
Well, you need to have one for, death,
I did for them, and I misspelled the guy's name. I had to recut it.
Go around so he can take a picture of it.
Yeah, you need to get around here so they can.
All the way in the front?
Yes, sorry. I got to move. So we get.
You killed?
Oh, I need help.
We all
know that. I'm
Just
talking about
move
elsewhere.
Joanne's stuff. Move Joanne's stuff.
Yeah.
People at the farmers market or craft shows, these young kids come over, you need help? I said, yeah, are you a psychiatrist? They look at me. Well, we went to the beach, the family did, here in about a week and a half ago, Crystal Beach. And I made these magnets for everybody to put on the refrigerator for the good and the bad memories of our beach trip, so.
Oh, you are so good.
You are.
Push up my stuff out of
And
your
then
way.
we played bingo, and I made a whole bunch of prizes. I like stuff like this. They were all beach themed prizes, And I made these are out of cherry. They're flip flops and for the V, and it's supposed to be love of the beach.
Cute, cute, cute. Very good.
You are so, you.
And here's old Pete I cut out, little pelican.
Pelican. I love that one.
I did earlier this year, we built a little deck out back with a screened-in porch, and it's a beach theme, and I cut out wooden pelicans, and my wife painted, and we've got seagulls and all kinds of stuff. But I wanted to show you all this.
Okay.
This is fabric that you can print on with your printer. I don't know if y'all have ever done that.
Yes.
Just take a sheet of paper and spray it with your spray adhesive, and then lay your fabric down on top of it and trim out around and make sure it's the same size as your paper. And then set it in your printer. Whatever you want to print, just hit the print and it'll print it right on the fabric.
Really?
So,
Well, it's supposed to print on T-shirts. I'm not sure how people do that.
So is it specific paper, Bobby?
yeah, the kind you use to make your patterns.
I mean specific cloth,
Oh,
like cotton.
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 that's, yeah, I guess you could use others, but I don't know.
Polly doesn't do as well
No.
as cotton.
But anyhow, this here
I love
took me
that
an hour and a half to cut.
You cut
Each
that
little
in an hour and a
section.
half? You cut that?
I got close to 7 hours. This thing, I'd work on it for an hour, and then 2 days later, I'd go back and work on it for a little bit more. And it was like forever.
Where'd you get
And
the
if you can
pattern?
see it, I got it off of Etsy. You know, it's got praying hands in the center. I don't know if you can see it, but I thought it was kind of neat, so I,
Yes. What wood did you use?
Very good.
what's that?
Is it
What wood
That's
did you?
oak. Oak, yeah. I probably would cut it out of something different next time.
So on Etsy, do they just download it?
Yeah, yeah, you just, it's like $3 for the pattern.
Why did you not like oak then?
It just seemed harder to cut compared to like cherry or walnut or something like that. It just takes longer. For me, I don't know. Because every one of these things you have to like cut in, and you got to go and come back and meet it again and then start back again, you know. I mean, it takes a long time unless you want to burn it, you know. You have to,
Well,
if you know what I'm saying
that's
there.
a complex pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, next. David?
Well, I didn't know.
Grab the stuff and go to the end of the table.
Move my things down out of your way if you need to.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I was going through Steve Good's stuff and had this pattern for a chainsaw. And I sort of liked it. Anyway, I was working on that, and my wife came up to me and said she was wanting me to make, first she said she needed me to make 2 presents for gifts in July for some of her workers. And then right after that, she said, changed it to 3. And so I set her up in front of Steve Good's little catalog deal, told her to pick out some patterns and stuff. And then a little bit later, she came back with 15 patterns.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I've got the first 2 done now. Got the little clock, never give up. And then I've got this cross.
It's a nice cross.
Yeah. Oh, and she's wanting me to make 2 of everything too.
Jack, what is that?
Well, wait.
What's the wood on the front of the cross? What
Uh,
is that?
it's just a 1/8 inch press wood that I use for backing on a lot of stuff.
Got it.
Like bony birch or something.
David, where'd you get the clock?
Like a plywood.
India.
I think it was
It
wooden
looks more like
teddy bear.
India.
Wooden teddy bear, okay. You told me that before. I got to go.
I get them from Wooden Teddy Bear, and I also get them from, what was that, Bear Supply or whatever that is up in Canada.
Okay. I'm gonna go look. I keep trying to find that little clock I need. Next. I think you're
These are,
good.
these are things I've done before. But Christmas is coming up, so I just made another cross. I like these, and this is a necklace, and my wife has worn hers. Now, this is one I've made, and I've never really sold very many of these, but I love making them because I like to do undercuts and all that kind of stuff, and so there's a lot of it on this. But this is a decoration for a tree or something like that.
Is it all one piece, David?
What, this? Yeah, this is one piece. Just everything's cut out. It's kind of fun to make to me. Everybody says it's pretty, but I don't guess they know what to do with it. Now, this is something I want y'all to realize. I think it's funny, but nobody else does probably. There are no mistakes in wood carving until you run out of wood.
I love it, I love it, I love it. I do, I love it.
I don't have to explain that to anybody, do I? So I thought that's cute.
That is darling.
Woodworking, scrolls all too. It's like-
Well, you can't quite. The scroll saw you can break off pieces and it's kind of hard to get back. This, you just carve it out and go on. Okay, this is my attempt in bark carving. I think it's unusual. This is a fish that this guy caught. I just don't have it on the string.
That's very good. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's a little unusual.
Yes, very.
And y'all have seen this before. I dipped this in stain, cherry stain, and you were asking about it. I had a pan, I poured a quart of stain in it, put it in one way, then turn it over, leave it for a couple, 3 hours, and turn it over and do it the other side, and take it out. And actually, it kind of hides some of the things I didn't like to see. So I think it improved it by just doing the stain. I don't think I put a top coat on that one.
It's very rustic.
So turn that around so I can see the cross. Ooh, I like that.
Well, I like the cross, but I cut the cherry, and I had a lot of problem. You were saying that cherry works for you.
No, it depends on what piece you get.
Yeah, the trouble I had was the grain goes this way. So when I look at something that's, what, 1/8 of an inch wide, it'll break out on little pieces. And it worked out better than I thought it would. I had to repair it with putty. And when I stained it, if you look real hard, you can probably figure out where it was, but you'd have to look hard. So that works. So finishing it sometimes make it look better. So that's all I brought.
Next.
As far as the carving goes, when you do make a mistake, it's firewood.
It's fire. So that's when you run out of wood to carve.
Next.
It's also good for, the bottom of chicken pens or something.
Well, on our carving class last week was, I'll hold them up where you can see them or not, but we did a leaf, oak leaf. I did a couple extra, they had some cut out. Before that, we did a little
Santa.
bottle stopper.
Santa Claus.
Cute, cute, cute.
Then I saw this on, I think Pinterest or something. I saw a picture of it and I said, well, I gotta try one of those.
Is that walnut?
I don't know what it is.
Do you have trouble with those
I thought it
branches?
might be mesquite, but I don't know if the bark's like that, but
I don't think it's mesquite.
Yeah, that's harder than.
the wood is actually a light tan. All I did was put Danish oil on it and that's what it looks like.
You got a lot of thin pieces. So the grain goes up and down.
Yes.
You didn't have trouble with the branches breaking off on that?
Mm-mm.
Surprising.
You just make an extra branch if you did that.
If somebody just had a piece about 8 inches, a stump, I got a couple, I got another one, but I just run it through my bandsaw and cut the thickness I want. Some of the bugs got into it and it looks a little different with the bug holes in it.
I like that
Well, it is
pattern.
pretty.
He made it himself.
Those things aren't more than, what, quarter-inch wide? A little smaller than that, aren't they?
These,
No, the branches you have sticking out.
about a half-inch,
They're that thick?
yeah, half-inch thick.
Well, not the top. I'm not talking.
Oh, this way?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess the thickness helps.
Eighth, I don't know, that might be 3/32 or something like that, I don't know.
I'm surprised it doesn't break.
Well, I haven't tried throwing them around yet. So. If you hit it right, it'll probably break off.
Go, go.
These are all over Facebook, these little magnet
Yeah, I
floating
was
things.
looking at one of those.
I had magnets, so I thought I would try and make them. I found a Arbor Scrollcraft. Y'all heard of that? Out of Germany on Facebook that had these patterns on there.
I'm sorry, what is it again?
Arbor Scrollcraft,
Arbor?
ARBOR, and then my
That's
ugly
where you got
cat.
the patterns.
These are Sumay. I posted these on Facebook and Sumay liked them. I thought that was kind of cool.
So is that wood that you bought from Walmart? then?
That's exactly what it is.
How about those smaller round ones?
These are, that's just a Baltic birch stuff that I've had.
Okay, okay.
But these, you have to use stupid expensive string on.
Okay, how do you do that? How's that attached?
What do you mean by stupid expensive?
The spider wire, the braided, because I got just regular fishing line and put on there, on this one, and when I came back the next morning, it was stuck up there, the line was stretched. So you have to get this braided super fish line or whatever the heck you call it. I don't know, it's spider wire,
Spider
is the brand.
Never heard of it.
It's braided.
a brand,
Yeah,
brand
it's
name.
It's a brand name. And I
Fishing
made that one just, before I start cutting something like this, I'll make a VW symbol or that, just to get feel in the saw. Then I'll cut something like this or that. The jet scroll saw doesn't like spiral blades with the clamps on it. I had to make a tool that each time I went through a hole, I had to turn the blade to clamp it. That was fun. Took for a while.
I've seen people can put all kinds of things on
That's all it is, isn't
it.
it?
Birds,
One leg because
whatever.
So I'm doing,
Oh, one more.
one more wood.
One more, you, one more.
Oh, so this, I'm doing all the astrology, and of course I did Taurus first, because that's me. But this is the Gemini. It's a puzzle. And then I did the Gemini little sign.
That's my birthday.
That's
whatever,
yours?
June, yeah.
Mine is Taurus made. So then I did this bow.
Nice.
This was an adventure. I've never made one of these before. So I wanted to see if I could do it.
So you cut half circles?
What you do is you make a bow. You make a bow. You glue the bottom on one and glue the top, this one to this one.
Oh, okay.
And then you make this top.
The question is, will you make it again?
This is a big question because there is a lot of sanding. And I'm just to, this is the book. That's the first one I made, and I don't know whether I will do the second one.
You remember the angle that you cut them on?
32, I believe. So either 32 or 36. It's the first bowl in here, the simplest bowl in here.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah.
But if it really is, remember I brought one in where I did it with plywood? Remember last time? That's the same bowl as this. So you just don't put the bottom in the top one, and you have to build this one with layers.
Is
This
it half
top.
inch wood or 3/4?
Whatever the book says, 3/4. So, and there is another one in here, and it keeps telling me that it wants me to make it, but
So your books talk to you?
oh yeah, wood talks to me too. It says
So you
cut
like-
me.
You make
Mine's-
bowls with, scroll saw now.
Yes. I got there's a whole bunch of bows in this book here. It's really easy. It's not hard to make. Just
A lot of sand.
A lot of sand. I was just fixing to say, a lot of sanding. If you don't want to sand for Intarsha, don't do that. Because it's more sanding than Intarsha.
It looks
Okay.
good when you're done though.
It does. It looks nice.
Oh, and
You should put some flowers in it,
I would, well, maybe so.
plastic ones.
Plastic ones.
There you go.
And I did a spray varnish on it. Spray finish.
Actually, you can make some very pretty flowers out of wood.
Yeah.
So a lot of people do
Okay.
it.
I've got.
Real nice leaves right there.
Huh?
That's real nice leaves right there.
Yeah, those carved leaves.
Yeah. Okay.
David could teach how to carve those
Yeah.
leaves.
I think I've seen somebody do a compound rose.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
There's a lot of them. I've got some. Okay, is that all we want to do our demo?
Y'all have any other discussion before I set up for my demo?
I got a question.
Yes.
I'm looking for a pattern that has like a campfire in it.
A what?
Campfire, just like the flame
Campfire?
fire, maybe mountains behind it. How would I find something?
Did you, just go and Google
Pick this up.
Huh, yeah.
campfire, metal campfire?
I keep getting pictures, but.
I go to Artcraft a lot. Isn't it Artcraft? And just put in there what you want, and you'll have picture after picture after picture after picture.
Oh, and one other thing I wanted to say about my container here is the glue I used. I used that Barely Art glue.
Belly art?
Barely. Bearly. Barely Art glue. But don't you have it in a minute?
Somewhere.
Yeah. If you want next.
Have you ever used pipe bonds? I just wondered.
I use glue exclusively, and I'll bring you a sample of it
Okay,
next
let's
month.
try it.
Because this is what I glued this off with. And these little guys too. Okay. We're fixing to have
See, is
them.
that what you want, stuff like that? Just put in. See what I put in? That's what it looks like.
We need to move stuff
There's
on the
hundreds
table.
of them.
Probably, at least off of this, I mean, just out of, so it's
Do
not
it
in
on
front of y'all's
SC2.
face. Okay, Bob, hand those to me.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
It is hard. And sometimes it gets.
I wanted to come through that table, that phone, and that guy said, well, I didn't want you to cut it.
Took me a while to figure it out too.
That's crazy.
Well, that's the second time he'd done that to me, and I said, don't call me back.
I would tell him, fuck off.
Well, I ended up using it in Kenneth's
I had
gun
something
room.
Right.
not quite similar to that to me. I had a lady that come up and
I can't.
Like
I saw them on Facebook. or
one of my dragons.
someplace I saw them.
and then she asked me that she wanted
Yeah, well, yeah.
something for her son that had a
When you get your.
and she thought he called it. And the first red dragon, when I talked to her later, she said, tiger. And then I talked to her about what she wanted, red pipe. So, she kept telling me, well, you're the artist, you do it, I'll do it anyway. And so I made one where I put a body and a head. And, oh, I didn't want two tigers.
I have,
had to cut
I
'em
have
off and
some,
give 'em to her.
but I don't know if they're strong enough. I will try.
I wouldn't mind if they tell you, but when they tell you, do it the way you want.
Yes, yes. Because a lot of my customers have really given me some good ideas.
Yeah. I'm watching them put those down there.
Yeah.
Washers, high washer on the bottom.
Yeah, the time you never put in there. But, put a little screw in the bottom of it.
Anything in here?
By the time we do the screws, I can put it.
Anything in here I might want?
You might or you might not.
Keep going up there.
Probably not.
Hold it, and you grab it, you put it on the tight screw.
I'm just gonna get out some.
Cause it wore me out. I was fighting.
I know.
Fighting it.
I've watched them and some of them had a hard time.
Either
I watched the guy
Don't
do
make
it.
me bend over.
Fighting it.
Bless you.
Just figure out. Do it. So put the.
Okay, you can do this out.
Three screws. I got the string around it.
Where did you find the pattern? I don't want to do the magnety thing. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. But I did a glass blown ornament that I made, and I want to put the ornament in there, but all secure to the top. Does that make sense? But I like the archy thing. I think that'll look really neat.
First, when I showed some friends of mine on Facebook, I said, if you see I didn't do it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I just. All right.
Oh, good.
And there were patterns of these,
Oh, the 3-layer nativity.
yeah.
Good.
Put it back in the box. You don't need to.
Oh,
You weren't here.
Nope, I was putting stuff up.
did,
Everybody
did
get
y'all
one?
get Kurt one?
You have my.
Yes.
Okay.
I like you on your scorific crosses on Facebook. I love that the hibiscus and the sand dollar.
Yeah, I just look on 3 images
Uh-huh.
on a sand dollar.
Got it, and they combine all the stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, I used to cut these out big.
Those are half inch.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and
Short
I
down.
haven't ever done this, but I had a board
Those are nice.
and
I like
my
those.
blades on my,
Tell me, I'll send you.
my
I got
scraper
different ones.
are really bad, so I got it down this thin. I thought, I'll just try it. And you know what, to me, it looks like just a bigger form, even though it's really not any bigger. But it looks more massive. So we're gonna discuss that, and y'all can tell me what you think.
Right.
Because see, that's a little bit thicker than I normally use. But I've got where, okay, that just gives it a different look. Okay, have any of y'all done these before?
I have not.
I think Lyndall, I had the book, I loaned the book to somebody years ago, never got it back. So I didn't have this pattern. And it just fell out of a book one day, and I think Lyndall had given it to me. But his wife, God bless her soul, she looked at this and went, well, you know, it's not historically correct.
Okay.
I was just like,
I'm old, but not that old.
I was just like, oh my gosh. Okay, so the patterns in the back of this,
What's wrong with it?
patterns, I don't know.
Let
Who
me
knows?
see.
She didn't tell you what was wrong, she just said it
No,
was.
I think Lyndall shut it up. Because he'd made several of it. She said, you should take Joanne's advice and do different colors. He said, I have. Okay,
And they're at the same time.
these sell and sell and sell, and they'd make a great gift because people think you've carved them. They'll make up all kind of things that they think you've done when you put it together, after you put it together. Okay, so I start out, I cut each piece separate, like this. Now, I used to, there's two ways you could attach these. And what I like to do is put front and back, the dark color and the light color, so it's the nativity in the middle. However, somebody suggested to me, no, do the dark one in the middle and the light, and it turned out good. I mean, I kept thinking I'm not doing that, but I had the wood to do it, the right wood for that day, and I did it and it worked out. Okay, so the other day, I was hunting a board and my blades in my scraper aren't very sharp, so I cleaned off the wood like this, and I thought I'm just gonna leave this wide and see how it works, because I'd always done the 3/8 inch that's already made up at Lowe's. Then, okay, and I leave the outside plant without cutting it on my first cut. Then I glue these three pieces together. I glue the back two first, and then the top on, matching this inside like this. But it's all still one piece. I mean, it's not cut on the outside. I had thought maybe making a square one instead of doing all this on a scroll saw, and just do it with your bandsaw. I don't know why. I haven't tried it, but I may try it soon. Maybe on this because it's thick.
It's the next one up.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so in order to put this together, what I do is take the bottom two pieces, like these two pieces, so that when I finish them, they're on the inside of this, and I want the shine on these, and when you're finishing them after they're all together, you can't get to these two. So I go ahead and pretty well finish off the inside. I didn't put much finish. The inside of these. So that they're already finished. This one I didn't finish too well. Okay, now when you put these together, you're gonna wanna make sure that you put the right sides. For instance, put I say the small portion of it. So this is the small mountain. I'm gonna attach this middle piece, the small, and I match this on the inside where it's real smooth on the inside, and then I clamp it. I glue it, and make sure you have plenty of glue around so that it'll hold it. And so then I clamp it. Then I do the same thing with this. And your sheep go down here on the small mountain and you glue it. Just like that. No big deal. You just, one piece at a time, you glue
But you
it.
use this top part as your alignment.
Yes, the inside is the alignment.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so Lyndall had me make, because he's the one that taught me into doing this whole thing. And what the advantage to that is, when you cut this, it will be smoother than when you cut it. I don't think it's totally the right size on the outside of it to match. You have to do quite a bit of sanding if you do go ahead and cut this out and then glue it together. Okay, but you gotta have a big blade to cut all this. Okay, so you got this glued together like this. Got this glued together, and you're gonna wanna know how to cut this out. So you take this piece that you cut out extra, and I have them cut out some, on the smaller ones, I have them cut out of wood or whatever. I just happen to have this plastic. And you go around this with a dark pencil. Just go around it so you can see it. Take it out and just start cutting around it.
Do you scroll it or do you bandsaw it?
I scroll it.
Oh, okay.
My bandsaw's an old bandsaw. Okay, so you got this done. This has been partially sprayed. And this, once you cut it, whether you band it or scroll it, you've taken the edge off. You've taken the, so I just take a piece of paper, any type of, thing to put some dip on it and put it around here. Yeah, paper towel to put it around here to reseal that. Otherwise, it's real hard to get that to shine once you scroll
What are
it.
you using? What did you use? You did in a towel?
Paper towel.
I know, but what did you dip it into?
In your stuff you dip this. You don't dip it, so whatever,
Are you talking about varnish?
yeah, varnish, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you, and I put it in there, what I use. But therefore, it seals that up, so when you spray it, it takes the, instead of soaking in and soaking in and soaking in.
Okay.
Or leave it plain. A lot of people like them plain, so. Anyway, so by cutting it on the scroll saw, all in one piece, it's a whole lot smoother. And I put in there Harmon's PGT blade, a 7 or a 9, depending on how thick this is.
Just for cutting the inside too?
Yeah. No, just use your regular
Just the
blades to
outside.
cut that. Now, when I cut these, when I cut these, I usually use a straight blade on most things. However, when I get to these, I cut these, I stop and I put in my,
Reverse.
no, my round blade. Spiral blade. And I go around the pieces, come around, stop, and put my straight blade in when it comes to this. I just can't make a real straight cut with a spiral.
I don't even use it.
I do use them and I like them, but I have trouble. See, you've got a Hegner, they don't attach very well. I have 4 saws, so I can find one that'll take that.
Got a different blade in each saw. Just move the stool over.
Can you cut them 2 at a time?
When I brought home that DeWalt, Kenneth just looked at me. But I said, well, it really works better than the Hegner
You got
on a lot of things. Some things you can cut, some things you can't on each of the saws. Okay, so do you understand what I'm saying, that I cut all of these fancy things?
With the
Okay.
spiral blade.
Yeah,
Next question is pattern.
I put one in there.
Is there a pattern here?
There is.
It's
And then there's a folder that Laverne had that had my patterns in it,
Okay,
that
I
there's a
didn't-
bunch of them.
Yes, I hadn't got that.
And there's one on the back, the
Yeah.
solid one. Now, I make 3 different sizes, and I did this in order to use up smaller pieces of wood. So I don't have the medium with me, this is the small one.
Well, it takes as much or more work to do the small ones.
Yeah, it does.
And I love it, small ones.
Yeah, they're nice.
And a lot of people will buy the small ones, like to take somebody in a nursing home or whatever, or have a small apartment.
Yeah.
Now, one guy suggested I make a great big one to put on a big mantle. I thought, okay, well, we won't be meeting him again.
There's your spiral blades would work for that.
I'd be standing up, right? Okay, so I go around it. I put the varnish on there and then I spray it.
Very good, thank you.
So is there any other questions? But this, is this what you were pointing at? This is really, after you make one, you know,
Yeah, well, you can take this, the master pattern and make one of those.
well, you can cut it with, if you're cutting a thinner piece, you can cut it at the same time.
No.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
that goes right, I mean, it'll fit on all that. You could also do it on the back, whatever. But I've had this for years. Had to if I had to talk to Linda for it.
But you don't glue that on there, do you?
No, I just hold it.
Oh, you draw around it.
I draw around it.
Just to get
Instead
that
of threading.
She's just trying to get straight.
Because I've already taken my pattern and I wanted it this size because I swear those pieces on the outside aren't exactly right. They're okay, but I swear they're not exactly the same size.
So you're gonna need to have a lot of sanding if you cut them out
Yes.
first, when you do
Yes.
the inside.
And,
She's already had it.
and the PGT blades, you don't end up with a bunch of sawdust in here. Some blades you'll end up with a lot of sawdust and it really is hard to get it off of this. But with that PGT or some like that, they're pretty smooth. I just take a kind of a stiff paintbrush, you know, those little bitty stiff paint, and just do that, and then I put the blower on it, and that's it.
How thick is that?
All I need to
Under
do
2
is
inches?
go outside and then.
The one you
I don't
sat
know,
down.
it was scrap wood here.
The one you sat down, how thick is it?
Yeah, she does 3/8.
I don't know.
Oh, they're 3/8?
This is 3/8 because it came from Lowe's on a sheet. Here, you do.
Try that.
I want a little one. There you go.
This one?
No.
That's not 2 inches.
Oh, I bet this is 3/8 of each one,
After you get it.
or close to it. But these I decided to use scrap wood that I've got. And it's an excuse not to throw all that wood away. That Kenneth's going, you need to get some of this out of here.
Well,
Is that under 2
I
inches?
have a joint and I can plane it down.
Well, my planer, the blade I need to replace, I just didn't get to that. I thought, well, let me just try this
I
thick.
might use my fingers. Yeah.
I know, but I can't, my planer won't do that.
Not plain.
Comes in
I
handy.
mean, my bandsaw won't do that. It's old. But see, I kind of like
See,
it.
this
In
is
the
how
end,
much and I resawed it.
I think,
On the school side.
I think I'm gonna kind of like the,
I like the thick as well.
I do too. Let's see, this goes this way.
Like do the mountains in the back and that almost looks walnut.
And we decided what was wrong with the front, why it wasn't.
Do a walnut for the mountains in the
You
back
know
and
why
then
it's
the
not
lighter in the
correct?
middle and then
Because you got two wise
in the middle like a cherry.
So they need to be together. That's what we
I was, you should have seen,
I disagree with you.
See, it has
you
the
should have
difference
seen
with the next
Linda's
meeting now.
face. Yeah, she was the, I mean, Jenna was a very, very religious person. And she, you know, with her disease, she laid in bed till noon every day reading her Bible. And it's like,
Which is nice because then everyone's off and you don't come back
So
to
there's a lot
hundreds
of
of
emails.
emails. So I,
Know what
and I'm
God
not going
said.
anywhere this year. We have
I don't know if they talk there.
So I'm going to try to get
That's
out.
12 inches.
Do some small, early, get it more, that's not.
Yeah.
anyway, so I think I'm gonna like this. I think I'm gonna like this
I
bigger
think so.
one.
I
See
wanna see that.
how much bigger it looks?
I made
And
some
it's the
stuff
same
before I went
pattern.
Please bring it.
No, that might be more than
I want to see it finished. I love the
that.
bigger
I
one.
used to buy blades.
Well, I just hadn't had
Yeah,
that.
small.
That was bigger than any of your others.
They're the same pattern.
I know they are the same pattern.
Same size.
Christmas time.
Yeah, it's the same pattern.
Small
But it's a matter of this being so much
That's when we
thicker.
went and it was cool even
See,
though
look how much, doesn't this one look bigger than this one, really?
Same
It
thing.
doesn't-
Six inches of.
Anyway,
And this is-
but we went to.
I like
the
that wood
eastern side.
together.
We went to the,
Yeah,
what
that's
used
a
to be
good
in
color.
Wood all the way
Yeah.
down,
Right.
you know, that side.
You like
Because
the different
my
color
sister's-
browns and the
My
white.
stepdaughter lives in Dresden.
You gotta have the white or the,
Well,
you gotta have the
She took us
difference
down
here.
to a
One way or the
place and, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I
but
got
you won't see it if you don't.
Yeah.
He's a.
So what do you think? But
And then I got.
on some of that
really
that
cool, like,
Laverne
at
had,
Christmas.
she
And then I
had
got
one of
a,
my smaller patterns, that's how I know it's Laverne, since it's my,
I know what you call it.
Yeah, and it's
They put the
really.
candles.
but the
Yes,
thing,
it was
see,
really cool.
my
Is they have
printer,
some-
I used to
they're like
say,
2
okay,
stories
I
tall.
want 50% of that.
So you go in the building
And
and
if you do
if you
something,
love
and put
wood
in
kind
the
of stuff for
50%,
that,
it won't
those
do
little,
that.
those little towns.
So I have to
and
take
that's
it to
all
Staples
that-
if I
that's
want it.
All that that town
percentage.
was. Every little shop just had wood type.
Okay, on your book,
Most of it,
I think I'd like to reduce
that
that a
this
little
came
bit.
out of.
Not that.
I don't think any of it was.
Your,
Maybe take.
well, it's on the page.
I went down to
came
Arlington
out,
at Christmas time.
Da,
down
da,
in
da,
Arlington.
da, da.
And you've been down there, you've done that.
Yes,
They
yes.
have a trailer
Okay.
that they can-
Yes, you do.
has that stuff
I
in
don't,
it.
I have a loan one,
99%
somebody never
of
got it
is
back.
laser cut.
I want to print it out, because he's an Indian one.
You know, all the ornaments and
Let me see if I
everything,
can
you
find
know,
one
and they
first.
used to
Will
make
you-
all that.
And then I'll call you and you can tell me what you want. I don't have any problem, I brought a brand new printer,
Yes, yes.
so I have a brand new printer, so I can do what you want.
So you, all you're wanting to
Oh,
see.
I know what
And I
I
go to that,
Uh,
he scroll saw, I mean,
somebody was talking about painting on
That
cloth.
might be the only.
Now,
Yeah.
I've been looking,
Everybody else is
Corral
lasers.
Drive. There's a lot of people
And they're making a lot of the same stuff, you know.
take
because
T-shirts
Yes.
and mount patterns on it that they create with
Between
software.
them and the
I've done it a
So
lot of times.
what,
Yeah.
I don't know how they send a T-shirt to a
It
printer.
might be a.
They may draw it like a,
Or do you create a pattern and you just iron it on?
That's what I was fixing to say, I print a certain kind of ink and everything, lay it on a t-shirt and iron it.
Is that what they
Out
do?
back east and.
but now, do you still with paints, do you still have to put that treatment stuff on it? There's a,
I have a book that has a whole.
there's a treatment that you put on the fabric to make it take the paint.
Well, I've got, they've upgraded Corral Drive.
Facebook.
Oh,
For
yeah.
reels, there's a guy.
And
Uh-oh.
that's programmed, there are so many crazy
For, to
things.
replace
You can
all
do
of the
half tone
plastic
twists, you
inserts.
can do
Y'all
fades
make
from one
it
side to
Wooden
another.
stuff I've done there.
It's not just photos, but it's spatulas, it's.
Well, I don't think it's
It's,
all
you know,
of it,
it's
but
everything.
it's a regular program.
Actually, the hamburger or something, break it up.
I think a lot
He has
of
plans for all that
professionals.
stuff, to try to get rid
I
of
used to do the
plastic
t-shirts all the time
that is
before I
that
started
he
scrolling.
has.
Because
And he's
You
not
do see it
even-
for the
And then
outside.
scrolling took me over.
The
Well,
spoon
I can
holder,
see
you know,
how
the dirty
It
spoon
would
while
be
you're cooking.
extremely easy to
All
do
kinds of really,
just about
really
anything
cool
I
stuff
see
that
people
you
wearing
can do with,
with that
and sometimes
program.
he does,
when you put these
multi,
together, you cut them out like they're
layers, so
exactly.
that it's pretty, it turns out pretty, especially with the spoons
But
and
this,
stuff,
this
different colors
is
through it.
thin.
But what
But
I
he
was
does it all
going
on also, he
on
doesn't scroll in it.
Right.
So,
is
because
mark down
it's
here
usually,
with something.
a little
I only-
thicker, but
well,
he's done a lot of.
I have two bands.
He's done, tongs for outside versus just the little tongs for, and sometimes he's
Two
like, yeah,
bands
try
of
this one,
mine's
it
got
didn't work
one
as well.
straight
Let's
Like
try
if you don't
something else,
layer it
you know.
right.
Because it takes up so
It's
much
kind of
room.
neat, and so it's a little bit of a movement for
And I have
people,
all-
some people
these are all
will go
fake.
back to wood to get
Two,
rid of the plastics. Does that make sense?
I have
Oh,
a
Joe,
regular,
kind of surprised.
This is a face, yeah.
regular
You know,
paper.
usually they get more
I don't actually
convenience,
have to.
Oh, I have the
Yeah, and that's a
big
face.
bases all
I have a friend that,
Okay, so it's
he
this
goes up, he's
side, this side.
in his 80s now, and he's still.
Well, I got three
Because
cars.
I'm
Still want to get one car.
Used to do
I
this.
did anything in
The
mine.
laser,
the wrong,
put
I
that,
mean,
and then now
like flipped it over the wrong
does
way.
it just with
And it's
stuff
okay,
like
but
that,
I'm
sharp
thinking
stuff,
about
something
exactly.
In my
Fit right.
backyard
Big
of
flea market
getting
up there, I can't
fines,
remember
Is
the
that
name
mall?
of it.
sheds,
It's up north,
small sheds,
northern part
that
of
put all
Ohio.
my sanding.
We went to it there.
That would probably be wise, like I said.
See, if you do accidentally turn it over the wrong way, it doesn't, I mean, it's okay, but
Donkey
it,
shows the mountain.
yeah.
Right.
See, it'll,
Yeah.
Well, I do,
so,
Buy like
But just
a
do
basket of
specific
dishes,
pieces
or
of
like $5
Sanders in there.
Well,
And you pay them.
I've got a
See, the
lot
bottom
of
don't make any difference, as long as it's
rubber
it's
tools,
together.
Yeah.
all round.
And it sat in the refrigerator
Yeah.
until it came
I know,
home, so it
and
doesn't
I've
taste the same.
got,
Right.
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah.
Ohio.
belt
And
sander,
when I
I
was a
got a
kid,
dip
we would
sander.
Lodi and get peaches, and we go to Sandusky
But I was
and get
wondering
cherries.
if
And
Would
peel
it
them,
be a
That would-
principal thing to
peel
peel
and slice them
Well,
up.
stove salt puts out
When I
more
was little, my sister, she was 10 years older. so
sawdust?
sawdust.
I was 12, she was 22.
Not so much as
She
making
Not
it
as
bold.
same.
had a couple boys, and we would.
So I had one of those
Sometimes she did a
sanders,
couple
rotating
boys.
sanders like this.
I guess I kind of worry since I don't really clean it
Pay
up very
for
well.
what you do.
The concrete
We eat
fires.
them, you know.
Yes, you're picking them, yeah, because you're picking what you pick, yeah, yeah. My
I know, I've
nephew
got
takes
some
his little boy, they live in Springfield,
windows,
Ohio, and he takes his little boy to an outreach every year. Now he's got a second boy,
also
he actually
builds-
just turned
I don't have
three.
that in the
And they
window.
go, and then they have apple stuff, and
No,
so it's like a
not
family
my
thing, where they go
garage.
to the
Well,
orchard,
it
they
was on
pick
the
the
house when I
apples, and
bought
see,
it.
see what that stuff is.
I'm not gonna close it.
I know, because you can't, this kind of stuff, the only thing I did was, we go down, and we're gonna go down Friday to Corsicana, because they've got some good, freestone peaches, which is unheard of down here, all they have is clay, you peel it out, and you lose everything, because it's all stuck to the pit, because in Ohio, we have freestone. You just like pop the pit out, and you're good to
Anyway, and he
go.
just
But,
went
yeah,
on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Finally, he left my boot.
back when food really,
Saved last lady.
so much
Well, where do you go to get
Beautiful stuff.
the peaches?
Do you have any
Is there a
stars?
farmer there that you go to?
yeah, there's actually a gas station that, it's a place, it's a, I forget the name of it. But it's down by, on 45, just south of Corsicana, I think,
I mean,
or
he-
maybe it's not
he
quite
was very-
Corsicana, but it's
Yes,
it's
I
right
went-
there,
I
on
went
the
home and
main
took-
45, and you pull off, and it's a gas
Okay,
station, and
now.
you can buy, what I ended
Yeah, I
up
just
buying was
cut
the
what's
seconds
there.
of the peaches, and I brought them back, and I sliced them all up, and threw away what I didn't get, and I didn't pay
Well,
as
what
much
is it
for 'em.
on
I think
that
I
pad
got-
that I cut? Now, I made
I got at least two packs, and I probably got
whatever.
10 quarts.
I've gotten where some of the
and I froze
stars,
them, and I
I
made,
leave out
take my
that
freezer and
thing
make,
that's the star in the middle of that
peach
jewelry
cobbler.
star.
Oh,
'Cause
Oh,
it's
peach
like,
cobbler's
I
delicious.
screwed
Yeah.
that up.
But peach ice cream's what my mother used to make.
You know,
And I
getting
will tell you
exactly.
that down there, we're going down there
I
Friday
know it's
specifically
supposed to be
because
there.
Suzanne loves their peach.
Okay, so
um,
y'all try this, it's
Their
fun.
peach, ice cream. They have great peach ice cream that they make on site with the peaches that they grew right there.
Well, she would grind her own peaches and